I could remember. Venrail also, yeah, Venrail Kami, same strat, basically how Moses and Lacralic are going. They seem to be fine about that matchup. Let's see how it treats them in the next game right here. Didn't sleep. So, we have 3 sheep here. Again, for Venrail with the starting is again guaranteed 5 sheep for him. That will be quite helpful here for the start. If Kami can get 2 in addition, we again have a 7 sheep, so at least a 9 game sheep here for Venrail guaranteed. So definitely getting lucky here on the sheep mounts. But same thing goes for Lacralic, so it's not as much of a game turner right there, rather than a help for both of the goat players to get a lot of army quite quickly. And this is definitely also quite helpful. A shipwreck here for Venrail. That's what a goat with a lot of sheep definitely wants to have. A little shipwreck to help out with the wood production. Helps quite a bit at the start. We're gonna see if Lacralic and Moses go for as aggressive of a strategy as they went in the last game. We saw Venrail and Kami going for a little more settled approach. Not that much actually. I think they planned to hit also not that much longer into the game, but they definitely didn't want to attack at that point already. And I don't think we're that ready for this attack actually. And we have actually a shipwreck for Kamigani. That means a shipwreck for every player in this game. Everyone gets a shipwreck. You get a shipwreck. And you get a shipwreck. You get a shipwreck. That's lovely, that's lovely. Gonna see on how many sheeps Venrail will be playing here in the end. I couldn't really see if Kami has a few on his side right there, but might be. Don't see any bonus sheep around here for him though, like except of the one that is guaranteed to him, of course, standing on the deer tile right there. Yet interested in the middle. Let's go into Kami. This time they could lock it down again. Now going for the second sheepfold right there. Not actually rushing the shipwreck too much down, to be honest. Like, it's obviously he needs to get the warriors for that. That's quite something to pay in that, to go for the shipwreck that early. So he doesn't want to change his early game that much up just for the shipwreck. We will go for it a little bit later. That will still give him a quite good eco boost though. Help him out quite a bit. I don't know how important the connection is for them right now, because I don't know the amount of sheep that Kami is holding. But yeah, if they had these 2, it might be quite important. And the much how Venrail is just looking over to that tile. What? Okay. I thought there were like 1 bonus sheep on the deer tile. Am I looking wrong? Is that actually a wolf? Maybe I just looked wrong. And the sheep... Yeah, there's actually another sheep down there. What? So the 3 sheep were just the 3 sheep tile. And these are the 2 guaranteed sheeps for him. So 6 sheep here from the start for Venrail. Can always be a little bit confusing, because oftentimes he will just have tiles with 2 sheeps on it, and when there are 3 sheeps on it, usually one of the guaranteed sheeps of the goat clan also spawned on it. But Venrail right here, very lucky, having just a 3 sheep tile right there, and having his 2 bonus sheep, like guaranteed sheeps, yet into other tiles. That's very lucky. I think it can also happen that you end up with a 4 sheep tile there. That is very fortunate then, of course. And yeah, of course, wouldn't change that much of his position, situation, just that you wouldn't need to go for the other tile then too. And I don't think that Goat actually has that many problems to go for more tiles though, but hey, it's something to more about, I guess. Going for the next sheepfold. I guess this is the sentence that were said the most often this evening. Going for the next sheepfold. Dentist Oprah, everybody gets a shipwreck. Yes, that's it, that's it. Sometimes you just gotta be Oprah, man. Hi, Ragnar, by the way. Nice that you're also looking around here. Always nice. Yeah, props also go out to Ragnar here, of course. I think it's always also a great time to do that. Yeah, for sponsoring this whole tournament, like all powered by Ragnar of Stockholm. And thanks to everybody who basically does work here for the tournament and organizes the whole thing. That's so much work to do. I can't even imagine, like, the streaming here is kind of stressful, but I guess it's still like one of the least work jobs at the tournament right here, with the least organizing doing. And I'm still doing a bad job at it though. So thanks to everyone who's doing a good job, so this gets an enjoyable tournament. A little bit unfortunate that a lot of players dropped out, but it's nothing that it's in our power right here, of course. And yeah, hope that you all enjoy the tournament, and props out to Ragnar right here. Yeah, hope you all enjoyed right here with the second game. In case that you just joined in the first game, went to Venreal and Kamigani right here, and they are up to winning the tournament if they win this game right here. Now clearing out the wolf up there in the forest and not deciding to not needing the iron, the stone right now. Shipwreck is not really in his interest right now. I guess because there's nothing really special on it, like sheeps or something. But I would still, yeah, really like to have that. But looking at this eco and at this resources, like, does he really need it? Do you want 400 wood? Maybe you want that. Getting down the market. Obviously wants to delay the building a little bit into the winter. And yeah, should do good on that. Also the market popping up for Cami right there. I don't think that there are actually sheeps that went over, did they? I have the 7 right now. Must have been. There must have been a sheep come over. 2 sheep come over from Cami's side, definitely. So we have 8 sheep. Oh my god, it will be a 10 sheep game again. Well, they're doing a really good job at passing those sheeps over. We have 800 and no problem, sheeps are over. There were a few drawers on the stall, we're not too crazy with a bear on your team. Shouldn't have too hard of a job to actually get that. The stall gets actually over to Kamigani because there is no lore for him. Ouch! So yeah, getting the style so he gets his lure. To have a little bit help right there. Very nice from Venreal right there. Who obviously got his lure right there in the field tile. I just realized that looking on the minimap, there's actually no lore sign around Cami's map, but now having the lore stone right there, it's not too bad of timing, man. That's usual dentist timing, because I forget to pull it earlier. So let's go, and he's going for the next sheepfold. Very nice. Now having 4 of them up, we can be very sure that we will hear that sentence at least one more time this evening. At least one more time. I rather think 5 more times. Because of course hoping that yeah, nothing against Venreal and Cami here, but I of course want to have the tournament going the full distance, because it's maybe rooting a bit here for Moses and Lacrodic this game, just to have like the 3rd game right there. But don't tell anyone, okay? Nah, of course hoping both teams here to win the game right there. Just for the the sake of entertainment, man. So, camps going up for Venreal. Shouldn't be a bad idea here, since Moses and Lacrolic already showed that they definitely are able to do aggressive stuff right here, and they might even plan out something that is really starting at the start of 801. See two. Oh, okay. The shipwreck went over to Kamigani right here because Venreal obviously didn't really want it, because I guess this economy is just running great. He doesn't really want it. I can't imagine it. I can't imagine it. One sheep running around there. I don't get why that. Ah! Okay. Ah, not too bad. He will definitely realize quite soon. Now building the shield barrack camp over there. And in general, I'm just looking if they are prone to any attacks, but it looked like they cleared quite well around their base, so not too bad for them right here. Wood is slowly going up, standard with 2 wood camps, not going too greedy with 3 here. Building another sheepfold for the sheep herd sheeps, and I'm fairly, yeah, now he realized, perfect. I guess that he just didn't realize that there were another sheep in the hunt tile, but he will definitely very soon. So hunt is going. The sheep will go in there. And is that the second? Yeah, we have 4 merchants right now going for Venreal at the start of 801. Definitely getting ready for an attack that may happen soon here. That may happen quite soon here. If they don't go for also a little bit slower attempt, I think usually Venreal is aiming to also get the get the bonus iron right there and the warrior upgrade there, obviously. From that, don't know if he will be aiming on something else at the start. It's not really looking like he wants to get all too much stone. In the last games he also got always a little bit of bonus stone right there, but he never really were bound to get too much upgrades right there, like we saw no merchant upgrades or something like that. It were fairly straightforward into warriors. So right now with the free iron, I think he's already... Ah, yeah, he's already trading with Kami, so he might already trade his iron over. But he usually doesn't have too much problems to go for his next iron too. And I think just right now they're just suggesting that there is an attack coming in quite early, and it doesn't really pay out to go for the upgrade before that. That would be my thought process now. I might be on the wrong trail with that, but yeah, just maybe. Scout camp upgrade should also come quite soon though. Don't know if he's just double stoning. I guess he is. Yeah, he must be double stoning. He has 2 miners right now, and he doesn't have his iron anymore, so he must be again going quite hard for food right now. Maybe planning the feasts. It's actually happening right now, and I guess that it will soon be a lot about scouting right here. A lot about scouting. Scouted a little bit later than in the last game, if I see that right. Sending those over. Completely sure what that were about, but... Oh. Checking his food again. What has happened? I didn't realize it. If somebody in chat did, please drop it. Didn't really know what this were about, to be honest. Having it in the same tile as the Shield Maiden. Does he actually get buffed by the Shield Maiden? Nah. 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 And going for A few buildings right there. I think that's the quarry. Yeah, he's going definitely for his iron. I'm still waiting for this upgrade, if he will be actually going for that. I'm not sure if I already saw a green border right there. On the minimap it doesn't look like it. To make something out, there could be something red actually over there, behind the middle. Would make sense though. No. Ah yeah, there's something red. So, you can already see him. The map doesn't seem like especially split or good to rush, to be honest. Yet going for a lot of upgrades there. Still wondering when the scouting will be starting for them. We have Vedrefulnir. I can't quite tell which team is it's for. Could have well been that Kamigani have gotten it, but I'm fairly sure that it is for the team Moses and Lakralik. I might be wrong with that. There's the forge. Double iron right there. So it smells like a warrior upgrade. I think are they actually planning to attack this winter? They might be. I'm not too sure about that. Usually the scouting is then kinda late. Usually like on the last games we saw Venrail always going with one scout, and therefore yeah, the scouting speed weren't really there to justify an 801 winter attack. But he already scouted the first tiles of the opponent, so maybe just pull another scout then while the attack in the front, and you basically have a good front. Usually they always wait a little bit at the border of the tiles anyways, even though it were mostly about they were getting attacked before and Venrail lost a part of his army and were like sending new army in, and yeah, just getting a better advantage for the next fight there. So we're definitely justified to wait there. But we see another attack coming in here from Moses and Lakralik. This time, no skirmishers. We have warriors and a few axe-throwers right there. This looks frightening, to be honest. Venrail has quite a lot of eco though. He shouldn't have actually too much problems to get the actual 12 warriors he should be able to get. He might actually do so. A little bit unfortunate that it's through the feast and he still doesn't have the upgrade. But he doesn't actually pay too much into it. He just built the forge right now, got the iron. He can still get it later on. And he's getting a nice little mix out of warriors and axe throwers right there. Looking good. Actually up to the 12 army he can get. Let's see what Kami is able to get right there. Also getting a lot of axe throwers here. Ah, not a lot of, just 4 axe throwers, but the same mix going on here for Kamigani against the warrior, mostly warrior axe thrower mix of Moses and Lakralik. The fight looks actually fairly good for Kamigani, and now they have them boxed in. I think they want to take this definitely. Like, looks strong. Looks strong. Like, there is a lot of army, but I think the army of Kamigani and Venrail is just a little bit more and a little bit stronger because of the supply lines debuff. They should be able to make it right here. A lot of losses though. Oh, this is a closer fight than I would have thought. And I think they will barely win it, but just barely. Will the shield maiden die? The warrior upgrade isn't here yet though, but the yeah. The war chief and the bear actually have a good chasing speed, so they should usually be able to get one or another hit in, even though there's no warrior upgrade right there. Borgild improve every tile. I love Borgild. This is crazy. I didn't actually knew about that. Borgild go, Borgild best war chief. Hey, that's actually super crazy, man. I didn't knew about that. That opens up a lot of doors for team games though. Makes the bear clan even more interesting for that. Definitely get why Kamigani is, I think, in all matters we say Kamigani playing quite a lot of bear though, and definitely get why. Clearing out the next tile right there. Might be able to poke into Moses' tile. The army for them is definitely hurt. It's not like they're feeling good right there. They will be clearing out the next drawers too, of course. Oh, it's already going down again. But I think it's really about not wanting to heal it. You will lose it for 3 months and you pay 40 gold. How big your army may be, you always pay 40 gold to get it back, so it doesn't seem to be too bad to just lose it. And he doesn't fight with it right now. I just think the 20% bonus is just quite worthy to keep it right there. And especially in situations like this, I don't know how much eco is actually going on for Kamigani right now. The half of the population of Venreal is also outside of the territory fighting, and he's actually getting the upgrade right there with 2 smiths. I really like that. It might give them the upper hand in the later game right there. Not really sure if it's for the extras but warriors, but as soon as it's through we're gonna know. And going for the main tile right there, the scouting. Going fairly quick. Ta-ta! And that's a lot of army. Oh, and this is an unfortunate situation here. They will get some damage in though, but they will lose their army. The back push might come right away here for Moses and Lacredic. Venreal not looking too bad right here, getting a little bit more gold right here. But they should be ready for an attack that is coming right away, and most likely, yeah, suggesting that it's gonna come to Kami. Kami's already pinging. We go for the tower right there, okay. Venreal also scouting still, so still have the scouts out right now. Might be able to also see the base of Lacredic soon. But they are pushing back now. Moses with a quite good amount of warriors right there. 13, 4, 14 and 13 in total. I guess Venreal could get a few more. He actually gets the upgrade right now, and this will be such a game changer. Kami definitely wants to defend this winter. They need to wait for the upgrade though, because it will be so important. And now it should happen. I think now the fight's strongly in favor of Venreal and Kami, if they can make it in the winter. And yeah, Venreal gets its obviously upgraded warriors, so not the extras. Would have gone rather for the warriors too. Maybe there was something out of the box happening, but it is not, as these are the warriors, and now they will also see that the upgrade is running for them. Since they charged so nicely onto the army right there. Venreal saving his war chief there. Very good. And the army of them is now quite a bit bigger too. And I really think it makes quite a difference now to have the upgrade on the warriors while you attack right there. Because you just have that chase potential. That is just really great. And of course the bonus attack. That shouldn't be forgotten, of course. But this charge ability can really change a lot of situations and can be so helpful. Like, if an opponent doesn't think, you can, like, with a single warrior really get a war chief low with a long way home just by running behind him. And if he doesn't turn around and just decides, okay, I'm gonna kill that warrior now, can even do a lot of damage with a single warrior then. Nice defend here. Moses thanks you for this very nice defense. Well, they needed to do that, of course. Little bit of wood needed soon for him, but not all too soon. Can definitely stay like this for a while. His food is going up. I think it's again about taking the tile right away. Oh, rat infestation happening right there. I don't think that he actually has a silo. So he definitely wants to get a little bit of food away. I don't know how much the tower will actually be. He's aiming for the Geysir right there. Where? Geysir? +9 now. I'm keeping the food fairly low. I like that. Just playing against the rats coming in right there. And also pressuring the opponent, of course, with the supply lines debuff negation for your team right there. He's just healing up his units and blocking the way for Lacralic. So if he pushes in, he will also get right attacked from Venril right there. That's why he's not standing right there with Kamigani. The amount of warriors is also not that big, so Venril should be able to deal with this alone. And this attack looks again fairly good for Venril and Kamigani. Playing it quite clean here. Defending fairly good against the rushes that were quite good. I like the rushes right there. Like they could have well worked. Just Venril and Kamigani at a very good position when the rush comes in and very ready for them. So definitely, yeah, good games here from both teams. Kamigani and Venril just a bit better, and were able to defend against those. So very worthy tournament winners right here. Yeah. Really nice to see those games. Thanks a lot for Venril and Kamigani to play those games. Also for Moses and Lacralic were really nice games and really nice final to see. And yeah, hope that you also enjoyed it, guys. Were really good. GG's second place is not so bad. Definitely not. Second place is definitely a great place. Also with so many good players in the tournament, like a really good job to yeah, make it that far. Really nice. And like the games were also really cool. Like I would said, if I would have sitting on the other side and would have rushed by such an amount at this time, especially in the second game with the warriors and extras, I would have felt like, yeah, I would have been that. Already congrats here from my side. Great tournament.
Thank you.
James just still muted. Guess he's still talking to his stream though. We are already live on mine though, just so you know.
Yeah. Ben and I were talking about, I think we had the hardest bracket.
I could definitely feel so, yeah.
False and Crowbar and Dino.
Secret Crowbar and Dino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually I checked the profiles of our enemies that we didn't know the names, and when I checked both of their profiles, one of the profiles said that it's like the country is Japan. So I was like, okay, it's probably one of the Chinese, Japanese, Malaysian Smurfs. Did not expect Dana till we really struggled first game, like at the end, but it's a very good game. Unexpected. And then
It was the color that gave it away.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely did do a good job.
I think the good
confusing
gameplay us. Into not liking the ban of Snake, which we honestly just did like just for the sake of it. We didn't know it was Dano.
Yeah, sure.
Lucky of us.
Yeah, okay, that's of course a lucky one to pull out there.
Yeah.
But I didn't figure it out until like somebody in chat wrote like, I'm very certain that aren't the people they are supposed to be.
Well, Dan and Krobas told us they couldn't play in the tourney, so we were sad.
No, okay. Yeah, I'm just going for the ultimate troll right there. I think James just joined up. Ah, you didn't. Ah, not too bad. Just saw that you were unmuted in chat. But yeah, I also didn't saw the game of Omni and False that would be better if James would be here. I were just there for the semi and finals. But they were definitely very nice games though, and they're also fairly close though. Like you definitely had a quite hard way to go for the tournament win right here.
Yeah, the Rex and Falls game was also
Mhm.
very tricky. Almost got us in the first fight.
Nah, you don't have to be humble, Ven. We smashed them.
Yeah, sure. Now I'm definitely gonna watch this game later on. That will be one of them that is on my list. But we're actually able to cast it myself. I'm just going for
Well,
the.
it's really a shame that people don't, play each other before the tournament.
Mhm.
The only ones we got real tourney practice was Semi-Naked
Ah, okay.
and his friend and Windherder.
That will of course be
Yeah,
hard.
those were some tough games. We actually haven't lost a 2v2 since the last tournament.
Okay, then that's quite hard too. Yeah, I guess would be nice if I guess we already have in the Northgard Discord like a scrim thing, but if that would be used a little bit more, like some source where you could actually scrim up with 2 players and say, yeah, we want like a high level 2v2 game, and then actually finding somebody to play again. Because I guess in general players will be quite interested in that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
a lot of people don't really look at it, so it's hard to bring attention to it.
Yeah. I guess I could just imagine that like a lot of people were actually interested in playing high level 2v2s, just like maybe just need to find a channel where we could order that up a little bit better. Maybe we already brought now a little bit more attention to the scrim channel.
Well, there is so many channels in the Northgard tree. Probably they have to clear a few. They're not being used at all. Those.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
I should probably get rid of all the LFG channels, just combine them into one.
Mm-hmm. I would definitely make a lot of sense to just condense it a little bit more down.
James, your Discord
'Cause,
shows
like-
as you're muted.
Because like me and Ven are NA, but pretty much everyone else is EU.
Mhm.
And so like, and then there's the scrim channel too. It's like, what's that one for?
Okay, that's of course hard. I can also imagine that. Yeah, of course, with your timings, that's not that easy to find 10 players because all of the players mostly play the evening, right?
Yeah.
Our evening is our work time.
Can you hide? Ah, there you are, guys. Wow, finally.
Hey,
There we go. Hello,
I've
James.
been
Hello,
I've been
James.
here all this time hearing you talking, and I couldn't get in for some reason, but I've sorted it.
Ah, okay, perfect.
Well, I didn't want to miss you because we kind of owe Kamig and I and Venre like a public apology for not getting them in the discussion for the final in the last game. So really sorry about that, guys, because you did. I had a lot of notes down for the way you were playing, and I wanted to bring it all up, but we never took the opportunity to do it. So at least we got to do it this time.
Yeah, this time I didn't forget
that's
about
cool.
it. This is good.
And also everything that you've said kind of went through on the stream as well, with me sort of freaking out in the background because I could hear you, and I was like, you was like, James isn't here, and I'm like, I'm here, man.
It's all good. Nah, yeah, we're too much of a problem, but I guess you have a little bit more to say about the game Only Falls, because I weren't actually seeing that.
Yeah, I was absolutely amazed on the early rush that they did there to try and get ahead. But it backfired, and it just goes to show that the power of a rush itself and the power of a rush that's done too early and overambitious can basically cost you the game.
yeah, I was surprised they went that early because usually with Wolf Raven, you want to get the Raven to 500 and then Merc with the Wolf Ras. But that doesn't really work too well in this meta, I think.
Yeah, I was thinking that, like, in the beginning of the game, I thought, what, Raven? Rex is going Raven. Well, he's going to want to really rush that 500 fame then, because Kamig and I and Venrail are going to go in there and take him out before he gets the opportunity to get there. And then when he did the rush, I thought maybe Rex had even chose the wrong clan to go ahead and do that kind of an attack, really.
Yeah. We kind of knew they were going to play Wolf Raven, and we actually didn't ban Raven because we didn't think it was strong.
Yeah, it's not even until it gets going and it gets that 500 fame. I'm not sure what Raven can really bring to the table.
No, the reality, the meta right now is the stone trade between players. If someone doesn't do the stone trade, they're behind right away. It's too good for gold. Otherwise, gold is too hard to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the trading tactic that you've picked up, and I noticed it in the game as well. I pointed it out that it's really good that they're both trading into each other. They're making money and getting a little bit of iron back. It works really well in terms of team play.
Yeah, trading stone away. You're basically selling your stone in order to upgrade your trade relations. It's kind of like upgrading trade, except you're getting money and resources instead of spending money and resources.
Yeah, also in addition to that, you're making a little bit of sacrifice by not putting a ship down there, and you lose a little bit out on the wisdom. But by the time you're ready to set off at the end of 801, you've kind of got all the lore you need, right?
Yeah. Just basically by ignoring all the economy lores, you don't need much lore. So the trading's perfect for that. And you don't need much pop because you don't need pop to work the trade. Just everything fits together.
Well,
the
you
downside
both
of high pop is you need pop to maintain high pop. So you don't actually get high pop. You need 2 brewers to add 6 pop, but you also need to feed the brewers. So that's 2 more pop. So it's like if you build a regular brewery and you work it with 2 brewers, you get like 2 extra pop. Which you just don't need to work the brewery, and here you go, 2 pop.
Yeah, oh, makes sense.
Yeah, I think every clan's got a bit of a sweet spot. I mean, even Boar, for example, which I play all the time, when I don't put a brewery down, I just, certainly if you cap your pot up to a certain point, yeah, I think you do better if you are going to be in a situation where you're getting attacked early in 801 and early 802.
Well, Boar right now is really out of the meta because you can't trade your teammate back. Your teammate trades his stone much quicker and can't trade again, and the relationship doesn't go up to get more gold. Gold was supposed to be nerfed, but in reality, everyone can say that it was the opposite.
Sure.
Really.
Like the early game didn't really change for the gold, and now getting even guaranteed a lot of sheep.
Yeah.
Surprised more people didn't ban than Rails Goat.
Yeah.
The chat were also asking about it, so we're definitely like the people out there realize that the goat should definitely be banned out there.
Yeah, we did have backup strategies, but it's nice to always play the consistent goat.
The newly consistent goat.
Yeah, sure. Can of course also sometimes be unlucky, but I guess
it's very hard to be unlucky because even if you just get one of the teammates gets 2 sheep, you're already at place to be.
It's like a quite.
And even if you get 5, you're just a little bit slower, but you can always find sheep somewhere else on the map.
Yeah, sure. Like at least 2 should be findable somewhere.
Yeah, and the fact that goat doesn't need treasures helps every clan that pairs up with goat.
And with bear or wolf, you can clear the Draugr or whatever if there's sheep on them.
Sure.
Yeah, you did some superb clearings with the
yes.
the bear and them 2 wolves just going around like that. Really, really good. And I also noticed, did you do a little bit of tile swapping so you could get a cheaper tile at one point?
Oh, we always do that.
Yeah, well, just like the tiny little necessities like that really make the team games worthwhile playing. I love to do that. It just cheaper tile, right in the beginning, like that's really smooth.
Yeah, saves you like 80 to 120 food, which is good for winter right away.
Yeah, it's just enough to at least get those miners out as well, and then start that trading straight away, and don't lose out in the.
Yeah.
Well, is that your 3rd victory, or is that how many have you won now? 2 or 3?
This is our 2nd Ragnar tournament, but there was another The first ever 2v2 tournament we won.
Ah, yeah. That
It
were
was
still...
Expire tournament.
Ah, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Was it Ragnar? I don't
No,
remember.
it was Expire. The first tournament
Expire.
was Expire. Every other tournament was Rock. Now, since I win the tournament, does it make me qualified for Ragnar games again?
I'm not completely sure about it. I have to sorry him out here. He can't be here. Also, shall say you from him that he will be going like usually. He will hit you up about the tournament win then. Yeah, and sorry about him not being here. He couldn't make it in time here, and Expert also needed to work.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, also congratulations from his side too.
Yeah, we're starting to lose count of the wins here. We're going to have to start keeping a tally with you guys.
Well, we would like more people, to actually try to prepare for the tournament. Very few people were like, a lot of people know how to reach us, so they could have practiced, right?
Yeah, sure.
But we decided to play the regular games, like, the 3v3, 4v4s, and then you come to the tournament and you have no clue what you're doing. We got a shout out to the Chinese semi-naked and his teammate for playing like 20 games with us.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely very nice. They weren't.
And then shout out to the guys who beat them.
Yeah, that is also quite a thing then. Like semi-naked, another. I think in the last tournament I casted a few games from them. They were also very nice.
I heard they had 3 forests and their enemy built the boar relic and beat them that way.
Oh my. Okay, that is definitely hurtful.
Yeah, I'd love to see somebody do that.
We enjoyed the surprise of Dan of Everus again. Yeah, we were really surprised when the team we didn't know who the team was, but we were really surprised the first game how not one-sided it was. It was very, very hard game.
Yeah, we watched that first game was so well defended. Nobody bought that they were new players.
Well, we knew they weren't new players. They made it to the semifinals and they beat T-Bag, but it's there is there is not new players, and there is Danon Feverus undercover that they did not play with us for 2 months. So it's not an undercover from like a week ago. It's a 2 months undercover practice.
Well, it was really good play for sure. I mean, there was some games where you went in, guys, and the other side just didn't bring their colonies together. They didn't bring their warriors together in time to actually beat you, so you just took them down by surprise almost. But then the other games where you had to really fight for it, either way, you still played awesome. So well done, guys.
Yeah, I wonder if Dono and Feverus, I wonder if they won their first game because they tricked their opponent with their team name.
Yeah, maybe made them think they were genuinely new players and underestimated.
Now the match is canceled name.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys shout out our team name on stream?
A few times.
I don't believe you.
Yes, I read it out a good few times, guys. Had you up on the bracket as well, obviously. We followed you through the bracket, and that snazzy little graphic with all the names and teams on that were on screen a few times as well. But yeah, you've definitely been put out there, guys. Kamiganai and Ben Rail for sure.
Yeah.
So unless anyone's got anything else or any more talk, we could even get off and do a few games now.
I sadly need to go though. I'm just gonna thank again also to Kamigani and Venreal. Thanks again for joining the tournament here and providing really, really nice games again. Quite a hard way to go through, definitely. And yeah, thanks to everyone who joined the games here to watch. Thanks for Ragnar for hosting the tournament, for everyone who set up the tournament, of course. Thanks also for James for, also casting it. And also, of course, to Ragnar again to give me the chance to stream this tournament right here. It's really nice.
Well said, mate.
Thanks to Ragnar and all our opponents. Everyone put up a decent challenge. They weren't complete stomps. And Dono and Fevers especially, that back and forth was pretty nice.
Oh yeah, very nice to see. So yeah, hope you all have a great evening though. I'm going to be dropping out, and hopefully see you back at the next tournament.
Yeah, see you.
Ciao. Ciao.
Thanks guys, take care everyone.